So for today's vid, we're going to talk about two topics as it relates to the Minnesota Vikings. The first is, you know the saying goes, last call for alcohol if you're at the bar, last call for JC Tretter if you're the Minnesota Vikings. And I know it's not going to happen. I've already made peace with it, but I can't help. Here's what I don't like. If we're going to use all of these examples and bullet points to break down why Exhibit A is such a bad idea, we need to at least use that same energy to boost up Exhibit B. So Exhibit A, JC Tretter. Well, you know what? Knee and ankle issues, it's too much of a risk, even though whatever he did last year, yoga, stretches, whatever the fuck off to the side, missing practice, it clearly worked for him and he was fantastic. Well, you know, we don't want to take that on. Or, well, he's the president of the Players Association, so we really don't want all that extra stuff to come into the locker room. All right, that's what we're going to do. Let's talk about why Garrett Bradbury, Exhibit B, is a better option for the Vikings as your starting center. You can't. He's terrible. If you get forklifted nonstop after your first 3 seasons, what else is there to improve on? Oh, well, I put on 10 to 15 pounds of muscle. He looks exactly the same. And not to say that he hasn't. Maybe it's all in his calf muscles. But let's say if Brian O'Neill and Blake Brandel said, hey, I put on 10 to 15 pounds. You can say, okay, well, you're clearly big-ass guys. You probably wouldn't be able to notice. But a lean guy like Garrett Bradbury, you should be able to see it. Maybe it's in his legs or whatever. It's clearly not up top. What's to say all this training, he's available to practice? Is that going to mean anything come game day? Absolutely not. And the thing is with JC Tretter, well, no one else wants to sign him. He's clearly still a free agent. He's not retiring. He hasn't made any sort of announcement whatsoever. Clearly still wants to play. The fact that no one else has signed him is great for the Vikings because I guarantee you at this point for JC Tretter in this offseason, the first team that makes an offer, he will sign with them. You can get this dude on the cheap. Practice or no practice, ankle issues, knee injuries, and all, he's still better than Garrett Bradbury. It makes no sense. So we can talk about why, well, you know what? It's the same thing with Kyle Sloter and Sean Mannion in the preseason. Well, you know what? Kyle Sloter, he's bad at practice. Can't help in the film room. What? Okay, but in games, the preseason games, the dude is fantastic. Yeah, well, it's all the stuff behind the scenes. That makes absolutely no sense. Sign JC Tretter. It's not going to happen. The second topic we're going to talk about today is just how far can the Vikings go? So I will stand pat with this. The Vikings, they will go at least 11-6 in 2022, and they will make a playoff run. They will at least win one playoff game. How far can they go? And before I say what it is that I'm about to say, I get that as a content creator, and not just as a content creator, fans all across the league with every single one of their teams, we all say the same thing around this time of year, the offseason. Man, our team, man, the sky's the limit. I think it's real with the Vikings because if you look at the offense, they have all the firepower, the coaching, the play calling that it takes to be the number one offense in the league, yardage and in scoring. So as long as that is the possibility for this team, they can absolutely win a championship. And I know we do this every single offseason. Famous last words, or the famous saying goes, we built this team up just for them to let us down. But this time it's real. I really do. It makes me think of, and I can't believe I'm about to say this, the 2009 Saints, even though that championship they won was fake. It was fake as shit because, oh my God, a couple of years ago, Tom Brady, he tears his ACL against was it the Titans or the Chiefs? I can't remember. Matt Castle, he started the rest of that year. After that, when he tore his ACL, oh my God, we got to protect the quarterback. Anytime you hit the quarterback, it's up. 15-yard penalty, roughing the passer. I'm like, are you serious? Okay, fast forward to the 2009 NFC Championship game. This is Brett Favre. He's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. Every single time he got hit, the refs stood there. It's not even the fact of bounty gate. I don't even give a fuck. Yes, they cheated, but the refs sat there and watched Brett Favre get his ass kicked and did nothing about, hey, you on your own, bro. Really? But it reminds me of the 2009 Saints, whereas that offensive power that they had, I mean, their defense was shit. But you know what? Whatever we can get from our defense, I think against the run, we are going to struggle. Against the pass, I think we're going to be pretty good, especially with the edge rushers of Danielle Hunter and Zadarius Smith. But the thing is, with the 2009 Saints, Their defense was awful, but they forced turnovers. They really did. I think the Vikings are in the same situation. So because of the offensive firepower that I believe we are going to have and the defense of bend but don't break, you're going to give up yards. But, man, those turnovers they're going to force is going to be legit. This team can legit win a championship. I am so excited for this upcoming season. You should be too. I'm off tomorrow, but I'll be back at it on Sunday. We'll see you then.